Et donc, on va passer au projet de l'équipe A. Alors, l'équipe A a travaillé pour Viculture. ¿Necesitáis unos o dos?
Oui.
¿Dos? Sí.
Avancé.
Sí.
Para atrás.
Vale. ¿Hablas francés? ¿Hablas inglés? ¿O castellano? Comme vous voulez. Vale.
We are all Basque. We don't know French, and most of you don't know Spanish. So we had to look for a name that is suitable for all of us. So we are very original, and we choose the best name ever. We are A.
Yeah.
And we work on a solution for people with arm mobility problems. But first,
Please take the
okay,
mic.
sorry.
Yeah.
Before we start with the project, I would like you to watch two situations that we have found that are happening. The first story is about David. He is 26 years old and he had an accident. Now he's on a wheelchair and he has a paralysis in his right arm. This is Chloe. He's 39 and she was born with an arthropia in her left hand, so she has a lot of problems for her life. I would like to this is for you to see that this is not a problem that is far away. This is in our everyday life. So I think that we have to first think about it before we go further. And we make a bit of research, and we found a technology that is being used in education, and we are implementing that in our prototype for a prosthesis.
Okay, do it again.
Sorry. Yes. Yeah, no. We can see that the girl's brain is sending a signal to her muscles. Her muscles make a movement, and that movement is recorded in an application or in a device that is an electric device that is there. Okay, so then.
Okay, do it again.
We can see that.
A little bit. Okay, so relax. Don't hit it again. Okay.
You can see the girl does the movement and the boy does it too because she's controlling his arm, because the action that was saved in the device is being sent to the boy. So that is what we are going to use in our prototype. And this is our prototype. Here is going to be the electric circuit that will be pre-recorded with a lot of actions, and those are going to be linked with the sensors that are in the electrodes that are in very specific muscles that are capable for the movement of both arms.
For building our project, we thought to use 6 sensors. 5 of them are pressure sensors, and 1 is infrared. We have made 2 alternatives. The first one is with a brain chip that we need to do a surgery to put it in our brain. With that, it takes our electrical signals and send them into the arm. And the second one works with our voice, and it takes some commands that we record before to move the arm. these are the measures of our prototypes. And this is the approximate cost of our prototype. And these are the different models that we can do. And these are some of the examples.
No, we found a lot of people, some people that are very desperate, because maybe we think this is not a hard thing, but there are a lot of people, some people that they are amputating their own arms that are not useful, and they are replacing with prostheses made by other people. So we have to think about that, no? That you are able to cut your own arm, and I think that we can solve this if we research more and more on this direction.
Ah, yes. Une question? Ah.
Bai, arratsaldeon. Euskaraz egiten dugu? Bai, pentsatzen duzute teknologia hori alde zutera egiten ja ereski edo ikerketa asko behar da. Je vais faire la traduction. Donc, je leur demande si vraiment la solution qu'ils ont trouvée c'est quelque chose qui est faisable de suite ou c'est vraiment quelque chose qui demande beaucoup de recherche et développement encore.
We have worked in the idea of that as we saw in the before in the video in the conference. They were able to control, but the main problem here is that the pressure that the invalid person does is very little. So we have to make that we have to transfer more strength to that person. I don't know how far we can go with this, but I think that with a bit of research, and I think that it will be really a very big thing.
Je vais te traduire pour Joannet, parce que. Ok. Est-ce qu'il y a une autre question? Il faut la poser en basque. Jackie, une petite question en basque. Non? T'as arrêté? Tu peux la poser en français. C'est bon? Donc le sujet était proposé par Viculture, donc un petit témoignage en basque. Ou en français? Non, comme vous voulez. Qui c'est qui est?
Ça marche là? Oui.
Ouais, normalement.
On peut vous le faire en berbère ou en arpitan si vous voulez. Ouais. En arpitan. Donc le challenge était très haut. C'était en 24 heures trouver quelque chose qui soit une évolution de tout ce qui est déjà existant. Donc c'était très difficile. Ils ont mis un sérieux infini à préparer et à bosser. J'ai rarement vu une équipe comme ça qui était vraiment très concentrée sur leur boulot. Alors c'est pas fini, c'est sûr qu'il y a des tas de choses encore à faire. Le challenge était surtout dans le thème qu'on avait donné, c'était effectivement pour des gens qui avaient une faiblesse au niveau des membres supérieurs et de ne pas les transformer en Robocop avec un exosquelette qui soit impossible à manipuler ou qui soit obligatoirement transporté avec une grue. Donc le but du jeu, c'était quand même d'avoir quelque chose qui soit utile, qui soit à faible coût et utilisable au quotidien. Il y a encore beaucoup de choses à faire. Est-ce que c'est réalisable tout de suite? Je pense qu'il y a encore, pour répondre à la question de Joannet, il y a encore des choses à faire, il y a encore des études à faire, mais c'est sur une bonne voie dans le sens où nous, on veut aller, c'est-à-dire du matériel qui soit dans l'aide au quotidien et accessible à tous. Merci à l'équipe, merci à Estia.
Merci.